Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry that my hair's a little messy this morning. I was just sleeping in a bit, or trying to sleep in a bit. I might have to take another nap because, yeah, I just started getting really tired just recently. So, sometime later today I'll take a nap. But I'm returning to you for a album review. This is one of the newest album reviews for Eva Under Fire, Love, Drugs, and Misery that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys. I know I'm a day behind on reviewing it, but I just wanted to do it today because I have time now because I'm not working today because of the weather and all that. So, yeah. I'm going to discuss what I listened to for Eva Under Fire's new album, Love, Drugs, and Misery, and let you know my thoughts on this album. So let's dive into this album review. Sorry about my monotone tiredness. It's just, I'm still a little tired, but I'm going to try to do the best I can to make this review as good as possible. So the first song is called Blow, featuring Spencer Charnas of Ice Nine Kills. Pretty good song. Really like how it's sounding. It is short for the runtime. It's like 2 minutes and 45 seconds. But it does pretty well over the listener and all that. So really enjoyed this track. So 5 out of 5 for this one. Amanda's vocals in it sound really good. That's the lead singer's name, Amanda. And she sounds pretty good vocally in this track. So really enjoying it. And Spencer Charnas sounds pretty good with his verse and all that. And basically their harmonizing sounds pretty good in this track, even when the second chorus comes in. So 5 out of 5 for Blow. Unstoppable is kind of cringy. The lyricism is sort of cringy in my personal opinion, but the song did decently with how it was sounding. It just felt like a rock country song with how basically Amanda's vocals were sounding. It just felt like that to me when I listened to it. But I know that's how I'm perceiving it, I guess. But still 4 out of 5 for Unstoppable. It's one of the weaker ones, but it did decent. So, With or Without You is the next track. Really enjoyed this track. It's pretty good. It's more hard rock, more towards the rock melodic side for this track. But Amanda's vocals sound pretty good in this track, so pretty much enjoying it. So 5 out of 5 for this one. Another Shot Through the Heart is the next song, and that was a pretty strong track. Amanda's gritty vocals and her angry hard rock kind of vocals, I guess you could say, angry singing vocals from time to time, sound pretty good with this track, and I'm really liking this song. Um, Drum work and guitar work's pretty strong too, so 5 out of 5. Misery was another strong track. This is where the album starts to have some cringy lyrics, but still does well with the execution despite some cringy lyrics. Not everything was cringy, but it just depends on the listener, I guess. So, yeah, 5 out of 5 for Misery. I still enjoyed the track for what it was, even with the hard rock sound they're going for with this track and throughout most of this album. So 5 out of 5. The Strong is the next track. It's just lyrics about being strong and saying that you can defeat your darkness or whatever, like your depression or your demons or whatever. So that's basically what the song is pertaining to be about and how I'm viewing it, I guess. But the track is pretty strong. So 5 out of 5 for this one. Death of Me was not very long. It was like 2 minutes and 50 seconds, but it did pretty well for what it went for. And Amanda's vocals in it sound pretty good and pretty strong in this track. Like her vocal range goes from one high to another high, and it sounds really good with this track, so 5 out of 5. Heroin was a pretty good song. This was off the S&O Babies soundtrack. I never got a chance to watch the movie. I know I gotta watch that movie. I just haven't come around to it because I've heard a lot of negative criticism about the movie and its reception and its execution and delivery for the movie. So, yeah, uh, we'll just wait and I'll just wait and see when I go into the movie and see what I think of it. It's probably going to be sometime before the end of the year is when I'll review the movie. Because I never got a chance to watch that movie yet. But Heroin was a pretty strong track. It is off that soundtrack, off the soundtrack for S&O Babies. So 5 out of 5 for this one. Ghost was a pretty strong track. Really enjoyed it. I thought it would be more mellow, but it had some hard rock tendencies with the drum work and guitar work, and Amanda, not Eva, Amanda's scream and clean vocals in this track are pretty strong. So 5 out of 5. Coming for Blood featuring From Ashes to New. Solid track. I like Amanda's vocals when the chorus comes in, but Matt Branberry rapping in it, I just am not connecting with it. With his verse, I should say. But everything else is pretty strong, just his verse is kind of the weak part. It's like he's doing the mumble rapping stuff, and I'm like, you could have worked a little harder on it, but made it like regular rapping. I know that's what he wants to do because his band is From Ashes to New is like kind of ripping off from Linkin Park, in my opinion. I'm not trying to say that in a bad way. It's just how I'm viewing him. From Ashes to New, um, is a good band, but they do have the same similar sound as Linkin Park, and they're trying to copy Linkin Park, and that could be a problem. With their last album, Misery, yeah, it was sort of like Linkin Park. And some of their other songs, they're ripping off from other bands too, in my opinion. But that's how I'm viewing it, I guess. But Coming for Blood, 4.5 out of 5 for this track. Comatose, featuring Jonathan Dorr of Ego Killed Talent, was a pretty strong track. And sorry for talking about the From Ashes to New controversy I have with them. I don't hate the band, I just think they should try something different with their sound. I know they are trying to mix it up with their music, but yeah, I just see similarities with bands they're trying to copy. Comatose, pretty strong track, so 5 out of 5. And finally, Give Me a Reason is another strong track. I do like Jonathan Dorr's clean vocals, not screaming, and Amanda does some screamo vocals in this track for Comatose, and it sounds pretty good. I just wanted to backtrack and give you my initial thoughts on that track because I kind of ranted about From Ashes to New a bit. um, yeah, so 5 out of 5. Give Me a Reason. Like I said, good track, good closing track to end the album, and I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, in my personal opinion, I think this was a pretty good album. I almost wasn't sure if I was going to give it the rating of a pretty good score, but the Coming for Blood track was pretty good, but Matt Branberry's rap verse kind of ruined it for me, at least. And that's how I'm viewing it. And Unstoppable was a very weak track with some cringy lyrics. It was decent drum-wise and instrumentally. It sounded decent with the melody too as well, but yeah, it is what it is. So Overall, I think Eva Under Fire's new album, Love, Drugs, and Misery, was a pretty good listen. Highly recommend you check this album out. And first score for me, I'm giving Eva Under Fire's Love, Drugs, and Misery an 8.5 out of 10. Pretty good listen. It will be on my best albums. Um, but yeah, there's a few tracks on here that are weak. Just like 2 songs on here that are pretty weak, but it still did alright in their own way. Decent to alright. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for this album review for Love, Drugs, and Misery by Eva Under Fire. Comment below. Sorry, I'm slurring with my wording today because I'm still a little tired, but let me know what you guys thought of the Eva Under Fire Love, Drugs, and Misery album if you've listened to it. I know it's been out for a day. I just didn't come around to it because I was working most of yesterday on my birthday as well. And I had a good birthday. It was just more relaxing and peaceful for the rest of the night. But if you did enjoy this Eva Under Fire Love, Drugs, and Misery album, comment below and let me know what you guys thought of this album review if you enjoyed it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will have the Maya Hawk Moss album review coming out a little bit later today. But I gotta do the Demon Hunter Outlive album review next. I believe is going to be the next review. And then it'll be Maya Hawk's Moss album review. So until then, stay safe, guys. Take care. I probably will have a video about From Ashes to New in due time and my thoughts on them as of 2022. I don't hate the band. I just think they have they just copy other bands in my opinion and how they sound. Mostly Linkin Park's sound wise. That's how they're trying to go for their sound. But it's a shame. But yeah. Still, stay safe. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Eva Under Fire Love, Drugs, and Misery album review. Sorry it's pretty lengthy of an album review. I just wanted to go into deep explanation with what I listened to for the tracks. So, as always, I will see you in my next review.